everybody. Okay, let's see here. Like, I put it in the chat, but you can't have played in the last few days to play. So I want to say that, did all of you guys on this list? Let's see. I see Will's on the list. He's down there. Look how many, you got 10 entries, Will. Let these poor guys who will get these wrong, get them wrong for a couple days. It looks like the only person that's not on this list that I see here is Nate. So, Nate.
Cool.
It's your time now, Nate.
I won recently though, but no, I'm not on the new list. So cool.
Not recent enough. So
not recent enough.
That's right. How's it
Was
going,
I
man?
the only one to win anything when it was a 10-question tier list of a thing?
Yes, you were the only one.
I will forever be the only one.
You may very well be the only one that's ever won that at all. Congratulations, by the way.
It was short-lived, though. It was short-lived. It's not a big accomplishment on my part.
Hey, what are you saying? I mean, this is a pretty big deal. It's a pretty big deal right here. But, you know, you're just going to breeze right past that tonight because you're gonna get entered to win big, super big, this big. You get that fifth question right, you get 15 entries. That's something Will didn't even do. Will got 10, so you got to do better than Will, okay?
Yep.
Sound reasonable?
Sounds reasonable.
Let's get started, all right? All right, the first question is the gimme, okay? So if you get this one wrong, you just quit the trade.
Okay.
Oh, I like the hat. That's nice.
Yep.
Where'd you get that hat?
Blue on.
Oh, those Blue On guys. Don't they give out free hats? How do you get a free hat?
No, I was one of 10 people who won a contest. They gave me $600, a molecular transformer, a nitrogen regulator, and then they flew me to California to their headquarters, and we did a focus group. I got a backpack with all the hats and all the everything, and then we went fishing at Long Beach. You
went fishing?
Yep.
Huh. Of all that stuff, and then we went fishing, like something we do at home. That's interesting.
Yeah. Well, yeah, no, it was. We caught a sand bass.
I never even heard of a sand bass. What is that?
You just throw in the only kid. I caught all 5 of my fish, but I caught them within 45 seconds because you just throw it in, it sinks to the bottom. They're just on the bottom, and they'll bite it.
What kind of California crap is this where the fish just lay on the bottom and wait to die?
Yep.
What are these, carp?
It's called a sand bass. It's probably because like any bass that goes into salt water is stupid.
It's a carp.
You know? Well, yeah. It's called a sand bass. So
you just pluck them out of the water.
Bass family.
I'm sure it tastes like butt is why it says there's like, no one wants me.
You know, I thought of this when I was really young, and I thought it was very, very funny, was bass turds. As a word, yeah, it tastes like bastards. Sand bass tastes like bastards.
Hey, well, you know what's funny is I rode the public school bus, so I've heard about everything you can possibly hear as far as vulgarity. I've literally said that exact same thing at the back of a public school bus before.
Exactly.
It spelled it on a piece of paper with a picture of a fish that was pooping. I remember this very clearly.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a level of maturity.
9 years old, let's say.
No. It's like 15 or something. Yeah, yeah. This was the other day. All right, this is this was like 2 weeks ago. So, all right, we got to get you a question here. We can talk more about fish poop in a second. All right, so the very first question is a gimme. Just go ahead and let's get this thing right, okay, so we can move on with our lives. All right, here we go. HVAC techs will often carry this certification. A, the EPA 608. B, female body inspector. C, certified G. Or D, A honor roll.
I unfortunately think that B is more true than we want to believe it is.
I got the shirt.
I know you. Yeah. See, let's get a vote in the chat to see if anybody has any paraphernalia that says FBI female body inspector.
Somebody
I bet it comes in at 40 to 60%. But A, EPA 608. Final answer.
Let's see if that's actually right. I don't know about that. I don't know about that at all.
Sir, yes, sir.
Oh, I guess it was right. Good job. Okay.
Yep.
So you nailed that. By the way, that was awesome. You have yourself 2 entries right there. Are we quitting now?
Right.
Is it over?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Let's continue. Let's do
We're
this.
playing a game of chance. I have to do
No, this ain't no chance.
That's a
This is you. Your intelligence is on the line. There's no
but
chances here.
The entries to win is a game of chance.
If you get 15, it's a sure thing. It's like the North Carolina Education Lottery. You get the $20 ticket, you got it.
The guy who randomly gets chosen by Nightbot to have 1 ticket is probably going to win.
Yeah, he probably will win.
That'd be awesome, though. But we're all playing the same game, so let's do it. Question number 2.
We can hate his guts later. Let's try this. Question number 2, an easy question. It's all relative, though. On a fixed orifice system, low subcooling and low superheat may indicate this if airflow across the coil is sufficient. A. Restriction in the orifice. B. Too large of an orifice. No jokes, please. C. Low charge. D. Both A and C. And what I'm doing here, in case you're wondering, is if you want to use lifelines, you can use 2 of these 3. You can't use all 3, but you can use 2 of the 3 if you want. Just throwing it out there.
Let's take away 2.
You want to take away 2? All right. You want to take away 2 wrong ones? Let's take 2 wrong ones.
All right.
Let's see. On a fixed orifice system, low subcooling and low superheat may indicate this if airflow across the coil is sufficient. Well, I'll tell you what it's not. It's not D, and it's not C. It's either A or B.
It's going to be B, too large of an orifice.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Well, unfortunately.
Sir, yes, sir! Oh, yeah!
Well, I guess that's not unfortunate to win. Okay, no, that's not unfortunate. It's only unfortunate for others. That's what I meant. It's unfortunate for other people.
I can read you, and when you say unfortunately, I know I got it right.
I have to, sometimes I'm gonna have to like really follow through with that, and the guy's just gonna have to lose 1 week just so I can set everybody back in position.
Yep.
That's what I'll do. I'll do that, but not this week. Not to you, man. So let's see. Oh, you got 4. All finished. Gonna head out.
Nope. Let's go to 6.
Okay. All right. Is this an easy question too? I hope you like easy questions, because here goes one. Which of these brands is not from the Goodman family? A. Amana. B. I think it's Daikin. C. Janitrol. Or D. Tempstar.
Ooh, this one's not easy for me because I don't really deal with the like off-brand equipment. I never have.
You can ask the chat.
I can. I mean, I know it's not A or B. I just don't necessarily know the next 2. Janitrol or Tempstar. I mean, I know Tempstar, but I have no idea to know if it's with Amana. But Tempstar, I believe I can get at Ari Michael, and they don't necessarily probably.
You're using logic. All right. Let's see where the logic takes you.
Yeah. Janitrol, I don't honestly. I've heard the term and the word, but I don't know what to associate it to. I actually wouldn't have guessed it as even being a brand.
You bet it is, though. It for sure is.
Is it? Oh, okay. I thought my logic was leading me to me why it was a wrong answer.
It was.
It was a brand. Let's ask the chat. Why not?
Let's ask the chat, because the chat is just full of knowledge. All right, I am going to put a poll in the chat.
Which brand is not Goodman?
Yeah, which one is not Goodman? All right, which one is it, chat? Is it C or is it D? I'm going to put a poll up there, and I'm going to ask the community. That's you guys, by the way. You are the community. And we'll just chit-chat. We won't put up any songs or anything for the meantime.
You could sing a song on your guitar.
I played that at the beginning. That's the song at the beginning. That was me on the guitar.
I have a ukulele, but it's out of tune, I think.
Your ukulele's out of tune.
Yeah.
You know the actual song that you're listening to when you watch the program during this segment, I wrote it. Because I don't want to be flagged by YouTube, I just write the stuff myself.
Yeah, that's great.
It's I got sick of answering copyright claims and having to post them and dispute them and stuff.
I meant it when I said the Bob Dylan of HVAC.
Hey, man, you're right.
I think.
I like Bob Dylan. You know, there's cool Bob Dylan stuff. I don't necessarily agree with everything he has to say, but I like the way he says it.
Do you agree with the fact that he said he sold his soul to the devil? He's pretty clear about that.
With his commercialism?
No, just to have the success that he has, which is why he still works when he's this old. Like, he could just quit. He could stop working, but he won't because he says he can't.
That's interesting. I didn't know he still did it. I know 20 years ago. Oh, my song stopped. Man, it's been a long time. That's how long this was. Okay, so the poll says 100% D.
All right, let's go with D then.
These guys are often wrong, and this time they are definitely
Sir, yes, sir. Oh, yeah.
That was good. That was good. That was good.
I got cut off. I was going to say right.
Yeah, and the odds that they were all cahooted to be 100% in that direction was like impossible. That's like nearly impossible.
There's always one God-fearing man who won't do that.
Exactly.
He wasn't here tonight. No.
He wasn't.
All right, so you used both lifelines, right? I haven't been paying attention. You used both lifelines?
Yep.
Yep. So you got 6, though. So you want to go on to that medium question now?
I do.
Oh, man. All right. All right, on to the medium question, shall we go, where I speed up the music to 1.5 times as fast. That's true. And to make a little bit more tension. Here you go. Here's your medium question.
Music.
I know.
Oh, I don't hear music, baby.
Oh, you don't hear it on your end, but the people listening out there hear it. So there's no tension with you. It's just them. That's
the tension's in my heart.
Oh, okay. So I don't want to overload it then. All right, here we go. Your medium question. Voila. This component helps prevent liquid refrigerant from entering a compressor. I like how whenever I start reading, I go into game show mode. A, the reversing valve. B, inlet screen. C, accumulator. Or D, fire damper.
We're going to go with C, accumulator.
Wow, you seem so confident. Are you sure? Is it your final answer?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, you said it was your final answer. I just don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know if it is or not. I guess we have to check.
Sir, yes, sir. Oh, yeah.
You smart son of a gun. All right.
I know that you like Norm Macdonald because I've said funny things that you've said you liked him. But have you seen the video? He was on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? And
I watched that episode when it came on.
Yeah. And Regis Philbin talked him out of the right answer. And he didn't win Who Wants to Be a Millionaire for a charity, but he would have won because his first answer, like right from the get-go, was like,
Oh, yeah.
Regis Philbin, is that who it was?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Alex Trebek?
It was Regis.
It was Regis. Yeah, it was Regis. Talked him
Norm
out of it. That's
Macdonald.
what I think about when I play this game is
I will never forget that episode because he got to the $1 million question and he was right. He was right. And he talked him out of it. And after the show, the cameras are all panning back and stuff. And you see him talking to Regis and you can mouth out the F word. He's saying to Regis, saying, you effed me, Regis, you effed me.
Yeah.
It's a trip.
Oh, that's hilarious. You know, what's funny is too, I heard him say afterwards that for that business of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, winning $500,000 is the worst thing financially for them because they have to pay the $500,000. If someone wins $1 million, they have insurance that pays the $1 million.
Really?
Yep. So
I've never heard that before.
He was screwing on purpose. It's like, well, it wasn't really on purpose. It was just, I don't know.
Wow. Well, you're in Norm's position right now. You're right where Norm was at. You have 10 entries. Well, okay, but if you get it wrong, you get 0. You know that, right? Okay. Yep. Just want to make sure. This is the hard question, and this the only hard question that's in this group is number 5, and I'm going to speed up the music a little bit more, which you don't hear, so it doesn't matter. But here's your hard question, and good luck to you, Mr. No Lifelines. Which HVAC brand released a 360 cassette air handler with bladeless design? A, Mitsubishi. B, Toshiba, C, Samsung, or D, Gree?
That is a very good question.
Thank you.
Because I mean, I haven't heard of it. I feel like I may have if it was Mitsubishi, and I don't feel like Mitsubishi would take that many risks.
Logic, okay.
So maybe it's Toshiba or Samsung. I literally know nothing about Gree other than it's equivalent to trash.
Oh wow!
Is what it seemed like the consensus is. So I'm getting this only from you guys. You guys here. Only thing I've ever heard of it is it's just the lower end one.
It's definitely cheap.
Yeah, so I don't think it's that one. But none of these are solid.
So it's between B and C?
I thought there was 3 of them. There's only 2. There's still only 2.
You only pick 2 of the 3. You have 2 available to you.
Oh, I didn't hear that. I didn't know that part.
You got to focus, Nate. Focus.
What's the other one?
The swap. You get a different question.
Oh.
Be perfect right now.
I'm going to go with C or D.
C or D? Or C or B? Because
No,
a second ago it was C or B.
My final answer. I'm just kind of... I'm cutting it down in my head, and then I'm going to flip a coin. And I'm going to go with...
On pins and needles here.
I know. Trying to think who's stupider of a company, because I feel like it sounds like a stupid thing. Samsung and Toshiba. Maybe I want Toshiba because they seem a little bit stupider than Samsung, but they'll all just make anything.
I don't know what the criteria for this is.
Me neither. I'm trying to make it up as I go. I'm going to go with D. Gree.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
All right. He says Gree, but is Gree the right answer? Is that the proper amount of attention? Let's find out. Why is this happening? Yes, it was Samsung. It was Samsung.
Was it? That's what I was going to say. I just went with I didn't even go with my heart. I went against my heart with the other one because I told you it was C or D.
Yeah, it's you were right. It was C or D. You were throwing out multiple letters, but you were right. It was in that group of letters.
Yep. Well, that's fine. I wouldn't have been as risky if it wasn't, the chances to win, because Nightbot can pick me and I can still win.
That's right. Nightbot, stick around. Nightbot still pick you. All right.
Well,
poor Nate.
It was a good game. It felt like a good game. No, I think it had to have been entertaining as well. So I think everything was good.
I mean, if entertainment was the goal, then you met the goal for entertainment.
Yep. Trying to make HVAC cool again.
It was a nice hat right there. That hat has a temperature glide of 12 degrees Fahrenheit.
Ooh, it's
a lot.
That is good.
That's a lot.
Good. That's like you could do commercials. You should do like commercials and bits that are all just HVAC related, but one of them can be the coolest man, the Modelo commercial guy.
Oh yeah, the most interesting guy alive. You mean the Dos Equis guy
in the world? His 2 cents is worth $37.
He's the most interesting man in the world.
Yeah, he's the coolest he's the coolest HVAC tech.
Yes.
He's got a temperature glide of 12 degrees.
I will make. I used to make this sort of thing periodically, where I do a satirical commercial, and I probably will reinstate that just for Blue On. I'll reinstate that probably after, if I interview them, because I might interview them. I'll do it right after that, so they still do the interview.
Yeah.
And then right after that, I'll make Red On.
As long as it's all comedy, it's all good press. It's just make it funny. I really like what you did. Yeah. I feel like it was right when you became, I don't know, right when when you got on YouTube or something. But you did like news, like fake news.
Oh yeah, that was fun. I thought about bringing that back too.
And one of the good jokes, I even remember it. I remember it because I'm gonna retell it now. It was something about installers are getting mad about not getting the credit for starting off the life of the system or something like that. They're getting their credit, and the service tech said they're fine with $5 more an hour or whatever.
Oh yes, I do remember that. Yeah, because our top stories were that, and then the Goodmans, all the Goodmans leak, even the furnaces leak refrigerant.
Yep.
And there was a few more, but yeah, I thought about doing that because I just have a lot of fun doing that.
That was good. No, it's good, and it's a good way to bring in news.
It is a good way to bring in news, but you're wrong about one thing. The companies do not always take it as comedy. But that's their problem.
Yes, it is. Well,
No.
Blue One might be different because they're trying to be they're more like a social media. You know, they're a community thing. You know, they're more like a chat room. So they want that content.
That's good. Hey, Nate, let's find out. Let's
do
find
it.
out how good they are at it.
At Blue and On.
Blue and on. I'll make it different enough so it's not suable. That's about all I'll do. Okay.
Yeah. Don't
Nate.
sue me, bro.
Nate, it's easy to add up how many points you got because it was 0, which means I don't have to do anything. So, but you were entertaining. But I'm going to take one more person because, you know, I see somebody that's actually eligible down there that's been waiting. So,
Let's do it.
all right, Nate. Appreciate it, man. See you on the next one, dude.
All right, bye.
Nate away, and here is Weaver. Weaver,
Hey,
what's
Zach.
up? How's it going? Man, you sound so crystal clear. Nate ought to get whatever internet you have.
Oh, we just changed. We cut the cable and we got YouTube TV, and the internet is. We went from Spectrum to I forget who, but we cut $150 off our cable bill. We're paying like $300. Now we're down to actually just over 126, something like that,
It's pretty good.
for cable and TV.
And the web, too. So that's
Yeah, and
that's
the
good.
web. We got rid of the house phone line finally.
Yeah, that thing's pretty useless nowadays.
Yeah, we were probably like one of the last ones in the whole neighborhood.
Well, we had it for a while because we still would fax things periodically. So we'd use it for the fax machine, but now we don't do that anymore.
Now, how do you fax stuff now? Is
Wait,
there a fax service like?
Yeah, there's a web-based service you can use. So, I mean, if on the random occasion we had to fax, it's like we'll use the web service. I think Microsoft has something they do. I don't know. I don't remember what we did last time. I'll go to my dad's house. He has a phone line still, or a couple of them. He always will. He doesn't trust anything else. Old school. Well, hey, Weaver, you ready to win some entries to win the huge prize?
I sure am, but you know what? I know one thing. I'm stopping at 4.
Everyone that stops at 4 wins. Everyone that goes to 5 ruins their life. All right. Okay. Let's see if you stop at 4 here. I only had one gimme question. That's funny, but it's a gimme question, so we could just reuse it because it's a gimme question. So,
Well, I'll probably get it wrong though.
if you get this wrong, I mean, like I told him, you just leave the chat and just leave all internet behind. Just leave anything trade related. Just be a recluse, like a hermit or something that lives by the shore. So here is your gimme question, and you may recognize it. This is recycling. Everybody likes going green. We're going green here too. We're recycling this question. So HVAC techs will often have this.
Hey.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey,
All right.
answer.
We're not waiting for the count. 1, 2, 3. You got it. That's absolutely right. Okay, that was easy. We got it out of the way. There'll be more suspense further on into the show. So you have 2 easy questions now. You have 2 lifelines, okay? Nate wasn't paying attention during this part. This is what you could win. 2, 4, 6, 10, or 15 entries based on how many questions you answer right. You got 2 so far as far as entries. And you can use 2 of the 3 lifelines. 50-50, Ask the Chat, or the swap. The swap, you just get a new question to the same difficulty level. Now that we're on the same page here, let's move on. We'll get an easy question. These are easy questions. You let me know whether I gauge that accurately in about 2 seconds from now. These tools are designed to bend flanges in sheet metal. A. Snips. B. Hand seamers. C. Needle nose pliers. D. Linesman's pliers.
I know a lot of people that go with D, but I think the right answer would be B.
Yeah, I know a lot of people go with D as well. I've gone with D in a pinch. So we can ascertain now from this conversation that D is wrong, but is B correct? Let's find out.
Sir, yes, sir. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's hand seamers, man, or like we call them tongs. I don't know why there's multiple names for them. We always call them tongs. 6-inch or 3-inch Malco tongs. So you got 4. You want to keep on rolling? Because you got to get to question 4, right? And get that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. I'll keep rolling.
All right, here we go. Here's another question for you. It's also an easy question. This is for 6 entries. Here we go. Flooded coils have A, no or low superheat, B, high superheat, C, 3 rows or less, 3 or less rows, or D, wide fin spacing.
We'll go with A.
Is that your final?
Have no or low superheat. I always got to think of this, get in my mind, right? That, yeah, A. No or low superheat.
It's not a bad thing to take a second and think about stuff.
So many times I've just jumped, blurted, and not just on skilled trade up, but on the job.
Yeah, I have as well. And I'm going to take that as your final answer.
Flooded coil. This high superheat would be, okay, we're talking about the evaporator coil. Yeah, so high superheat would be not enough refrigerant.
We've gone for think it over to don't think too much.
I don't want to blow it on the easy one.
Well, all right, let's see what you got there. You say A, no or low superheat. Is that a flooded coil?
Sir, yes, sir. Oh, yeah.
Evidently it was. And that's what the thing says. So, we got 4 or 6 now. How many questions have you answered?
I think that was just.
You got 6. You got 3. Because you got hand seamers too. So
Yeah,
you're up to 6. Now you're going to graduate to medium. That's question number 4. So, shall we proceed to medium?
Yep. We'll
All
go
right.
to medium.
So this is what you declared as the final question in this game. The medium question. Here you go. You got all your lifelines too. You're sitting pretty.
Well, okay.
That's okay. This component is often added after a compressor burnout. A, accumulator. B, fire damper. C, suction line dryer. Or D, solenoid valve.
C, suction line dryer. Final answer.
Final answer. See, you went from thinking way too long to just like blurting it out fast as you can. But is that correct?
Sir, yes, sir. Oh, yeah.
I guess whichever way you choose ends up fine. So it doesn't matter.
Now I got a question. Can I use 2 lifelines on if I
Yep.
go to the 5th question?
You can use them both. Yep. You should do it.
You remind me of a friend when I was young.
You should jump off of that thing. You'll be
I'm
fine.
stopping.
It's water. Are you stopping?
I'm stopping.
Oh, look at your
I'm gonna
self-control. Oh, man.
I can't. I'll blow it. I'll decide on one of the answers, and then I always try and flip it because my daughter says, "Dad, every time you do that, you." So next time, just like the Seinfeld episode, when George did the opposite. So
Oh,
my
yeah.
daughter said, do the opposite. Whatever you think, then do the opposite on the last question.
Oh, that was
But-
outstanding. Yeah.
I'm good.
Okay, so just so you can hate yourself tomorrow, we're gonna see the question, and you can try to answer it. Here we go.
Okay.
This would be the final question. Okay, no tense music
Okay.
for everybody listening. Take a look at it. Which of the following brands is not? That's supposed to be is. Good grief. Is not under the Nortek umbrella? A, Reznor. B, Broan. C, Concord. Or D, Miller. The chat can answer along with you.
Well, I know Miller is, and I know Broan is. Concord is married to the York line, I think. I would say is not under the Nortek, unless York is under Nortek. I would say, can I have 2 of them eliminated?
All right, yeah, you want to play this out. Okay, all right, that's fine. So the answer is either going to be C, Concord, or A, Reznor.
Oh, I knew you were going to do that.
I did that on purpose.
Yeah, I know. That's cool. I'm going to go with Reznor is so old. They had to have been bought up. I'm going to go C, Concord.
C, Concord. All right, let's put a little bit of suspense in it. The chat is saying Reznor, and then the guy who said to go ahead and try this officially had reversed himself and said, never mind. Don't try it because it's a hard question. So, all right. So if you would have chose Concord, would you have gotten it correct?
Yes, sir! Oh, yeah!
If you want to watch more videos just like this one, click on this playlist right here. If you want to see our brand new video, click right here. If you want to find out more about the great sponsors that make this show happen, click up here. And to join our email list where I notify you when we're going live, click right here.